Good morning and welcome to the morning analysis video on Monday the 21st of June. Been a pretty interesting weekend. China, as I'm sure you will have all heard, have come out and suggested that there's going to be some depegging of the Chinese yuan. And this is very, very good news for the market because it means we'll start paying the true price for products imported over from China. It also means that we should see some strength coming into the yuan. And therefore sort of more competitive edge in terms of where products will become or where products will be made. This, I think, could be a big reason why we're probably now going to see real reversals into previous trends that we haven't seen back up into the early 160s, possibly in cable, possibly even a move through 150 this week if we're lucky with the budget as well. It's going to really put some pressure on the market and hopefully give us some swings back into the bull market that we saw 4 years ago, climbing up towards $2. I'm not going to say that we're going to get there now, but it's certainly good news for the market, and we could well start to see in the long term some reasonable sized moves coming in. Let's just take a look at cable on the daily chart. We know quite well that when she comes up towards this weekly 20, she does start to fade out. These are the sort of levels where we see the majority of the sellers starting coming in, or profit taking coming in, up and around this 150-60 mark would be the natural level for cable to start resisting. At this moment in time, though, she's broken up off the daily pivot. She looks like she's going to put further pressure through this 149 today and build up towards 150. Drop it down to a short-term chart, and you can see we've just punched through that daily 50 and we're making good headway coming up to Friday's spike high. I'm hoping that we can get straight through that and push into the 150 mark pretty quickly. Short-term entry is probably going to be quite difficult here. Let's drop it down to a 15-minute chart. Yep, overnight gap was caused, gap pulled back, closed, and it went up from 148.07 straight up to 148.80. So very difficult to trade that at this moment in time. Euro dollar. Even though Spain went to the ECB for money, it doesn't look like that's going to make any effect on the market. Again, we're trading above our daily 20. We've got key resistance ahead from 130, 129, and the monthly pivot sitting at 126. Drop it down to 4-hourly chart. You can see, again, just a little bit overbought at this stage to be buying. Maybe on a short term we'll have better entries. Well, short term, any pullback to DP and hourly 20 at 124, stop below 123.70 will be a good play to build higher. Want to move across now to dollar CAD. She just continued to slide last week. We got this major silver cross coming in on the 4-hourly chart. Let me put it on. You can see the major silver cross came in. This is my reason for trading. I know there was a lot ahead, but I did say in my plan I will trade every direction I get. Unfortunately for me, she did just decide to fall off before the close of the market, and you can see continuing that trend today. Very little I can do about that. I played the strategy I wanted to. I couldn't get back in on the silver cross to the south because I was still in a position. But there we go. We have to wait and see what happens, see if we can get an entry this week. Onto the yen pairs. Euro yen looking decidedly strong. Just had a major silver cross. We could get a pullback towards 112.50. And if we do, we start to look for long plays to build up towards 113 again. Same with sterling yen. Sterling yen has broken out, just about to get this major silver cross. I would be looking for a play back down on monthly pivot, or even at 134, 134.80 to go long. Stop below 134.20, looking to build towards 135.90, 136, and a break. And of course, finally, CAD yen. CAD yen's another one that really interests me. Weekly pivot, major silver cross just come in with the trend. Any pullbacks on CAD yen, I will be looking for long plays. As things stand at this moment in time, we'll just pull up the other dollar pairs. Try and get them all on the screen. Go to dollar Swiss. Dollar Swiss again breaking down further at this moment in time. There was no real entry point because she sat still all of Friday. Drop it to a 15-minute chart, you can see she just consolidated in this range and didn't really move. So very little we could do. Aussie dollar really making a run now, back up into the levels we want to see it, and hopefully back through 90 at some point in this week. Yes, there are some key psychological barriers ahead. We've got a daily golden cross, we've got a weekly golden cross. This is going to struggle really past this 89, 80, 90 level, but it would be good to see it breaking back up into these. Any pullbacks down towards monthly pivots should be met by buyers on top of the previous resistance, so we will be looking for buyers off there if we can. Really, that's it from me this morning. I'll keep you updated through the day. At this moment in time, everything is a little bit overbought for us, but hopefully coming hours will bring some retracements.